Coming up, we may have been experiencing some inconsistent weather this past few weeks, but has Knight Performance Hall also been experiencing a little bit of rain?
And we sat down with our student body president and vice president in a look ahead at the school year. I'm Hailey Sprinkel.
And I'm David Kalsow. Eagle 7 News starts right now.
Starting at the end of October, the forecast for Knight Performance Hall is cloudy with a chance of rain. Northwestern's theater department joins together to perform the timeless musical film Singing in the Rain. Opening weekend is October 27th, and the performances will run through November 11th at the Beverly and John Lord Knight Performance Hall. I got a chance, along with Lindsay Floyd, to go behind the scenes with actress Samantha Ron to get an inside look.
So this show has a couple really cool, unique things about it compared to some of the other shows we do here. And one is we are having real rain for Singing in the Rain. And so we have a rain system that has been designed and installed specifically for this show. So in a couple of the numbers, we will have real rain on stage, dancing in the middle of it, which is really cool. And then I think I'm also really excited to see, this isn't necessarily something that I do a ton of in the show, but there's a lot of dancing in this show. It's very dance heavy. And so there are a lot of those
Students can receive a free ticket at the ticket office. Make sure to get yours before the night of the performance.
Northwestern is soaring with all sorts of big events and improvements. The people behind these changes, our very own Northwestern student body president and vice president, Ryan and Deborah. We had a chance to sit down and talk with them about what student government is all about.
Here in the student government offices, a smell of optimism is in the air for the coming semester.
We got a lot of things that we're looking into, and we're really excited for some specifically. We have this thing called the Student Initiative Project, which is brand new this year. It's coming out of the student activity fee. There is 25 grand available for students to use for whatever they want.
And before you ask, tuition is not on the list, but student government still wants to hear what students have to say.
We're gonna be working on getting input on what we think would be really good to put 25 grand for something on campus, something that students would use, that they would appreciate, would be really helpful to them, and we're getting input on that. So if you have ideas, come talk to us.
And there are a few things to talk about. The biggest issue on campus?
There are some things that are not that great. Parking sometimes can be a hassle on campus, and we're trying to figure out some good solutions with that. We're talking to Pete Solo, we're talking to Prez Kier, Brian Humphrey, a bunch of different people on campus trying to figure out what are some ways we can make parking just easier for students.
While that is their goal, they still need the student body to help them make UNW a better place.
Yeah, I think students sometimes underestimate how much of a difference they can make by sharing their ideas and hey, this is something I'd really like to see. It's okay. Sometimes it's this great idea that we just haven't thought of, and we need that, and we want to hear that. And the changes sometimes they are more far off than people realize, but often they're not.
As a Northwestern student, that's very good to hear. For Eagle 7 News, I'm Mark Myers.
We are all very excited for what they have planned for this year. Ben, what do sports look like this past week?
Thanks, David. It's been a big week for sports at Northwestern. Eagle 7 highlights two standout UNW golfers. Senior Max Saby was awarded the UMAC Player of the Year this past week after being one of the top performers all season. Saby led the UMAC with an incredible 76.9 stroke average and plans to continue this success as UNW heads to Florida for the NCCAA National Championships October 23rd through the 25th. Now from the red tee markers, the women's golf team celebrates Jesslyn Ronsvet, who was named the UMAC Rookie of the Year, averaging an impressive 89.1 strokes per round this season. Another UNW headline this week, Lindsay Peterson has broken yet another record, adding to her already impressive resume Wednesday night. Peterson became Northwestern's all-time leader in career digs with 2,036 digs. Eagles volleyball looks to make history tonight as they battle against St. Mary's in a game where they hope to break the consecutive wins record at Northwestern. Continuing this with the Eagles volleyball, come join us tomorrow for the Eagles 7 Game of the Week when volleyball team takes on number 7 UNW Whitewater at 10 a.m. inside the Erickson Center. That's all for sports. Hannah, what's going on in weather this week?
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful outside. We are experiencing 60 to 70 degree weather. On Saturday, it looks like it's going to get up to 70. Right here we have some shots of the beautiful leaves changing on campus. So if you guys want to get out there and enjoy all of that, and I've absolutely loved this sweater weather, and 73 days till Christmas. So, but who's counting?
It has been pretty great. Thanks, Hannah.
As weather cools down, student life events warm up. This Halloween, CORE is hosting a costume dance party called Night and Naz. Who is behind the mask of these amazing events? Eagle 7 catches up with Brittany Gillespie to find out what her team of student leaders are doing for this event.
I think there's an expectation of it's going to be another fun, high energy event, because that's what we executed before with the homecoming dance. And we didn't expect it to take off as much as it did, but we're glad it did.
You can get your $2 tickets at the Depot. The dance will be held on October 31st in the Naz Great Room. We hope to see you all there in your best costume.
So what are you doing this weekend, Hailey?
I'm actually going to Pumpkin Nights at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds.
What is that?
For $20, you can pay to see some really cool, intricately designed pumpkins.
That sounds like a pretty good date night to me. That's all we have.
Stay fly, Eagles.